Good morning all, and happy Monday. Jumping on here before I actually get the day started and running out the door, hit the floor running. Wanted to jump on here and go over with you all this morning for my Monday's mindset. I'm not for sure exactly how long it's going to take, but I'm actually doing a course right now, and it's called Stress and Anxiety Management, okay, by Elmira Strange. She's a psychologist coach. Getting tongue-tied too early in the morning. Anyway, I want to be sharing with you all as I'm taking this course as far as in educating myself, and want to pass the message and the tips and what I can take away from this course. I'll be sharing it with you over the next couple of weeks. This is my Monday's mindset. Monday mindset is going to be my day 8 regarding my healthcare program. But I wanted to talk to you all this morning in regards to what is stress. Okay, it's a reaction based on irregular thinking patterns, belief, previous experience, and information stored previously. In other words, it could be in a reaction. Stress is primarily physical response. The body thinks it's under attack and switches to fight or flight mode. Great example is just some of us are waking up this morning and it's Monday. For some, Mondays are stressful. It's the beginning of the week. It's usually pretty busy. So in other words, it's for some it can actually cause stress, even the night before Sunday, because they know Monday is actually here. It's coming in the beginning of the week, and once again, just the beginning of the week. In other words, it's not like Fridays. The end of the week, the weekend's here. You're able to let your hair down and relax because the weekend's here. Okay. An example, and two people can react differently when it actually comes to stress. They can be in the same situation. Someone actually shouting at you, having a car accident, and then your reaction to other drivers. I know a couple of years ago, it's been a while, more than a couple of years ago, when I was actually in a car wreck and someone ran a red light. After that incident, yes, it was very, stressful during the time, but even after that, it causes your body to tense up, because, every time I was driving after that, even if a car wasn't close to me, I felt that it was, my body would actually tense up. Like I said, another example of someone shouting at you. Well, some people it might not bother at all, might roll off their back, or they're just sitting there very calmly watching that other individual shout at them. Whereas another individual, it might cause them to respond, once again making you feel like, okay, wait a minute, I'm under attack here, fight or flight, okay? And that situation could be handled completely different from someone if you're actually shouting at them, put them under stress, meaning the person can respond by screaming back because they feel like, they're personally under attack. Whereas you might have another person in the same situation can sit there, probably listen to you or watch you shout, or another individual just simply walks away. So once again, like I said, and we all have stress, and we all have different push points that cause us to react in that fight or flight situation. In other words, to protect ourselves, okay? I want to talk about, from this course, when I was actually listening to her, some takeaway points, okay? In other words, is how important it is to know if you're stressed out, or if something's going to cause you stress, or even trying to be proactive in regards to stress, or what we actually need to know as far as what stress can actually do, okay? Stress includes physiological and psychological responses. And what that means is, in other words, is stress affects us physically as well as mentally. Okay? most of the time, like I said, our body tenses up, adrenaline starts going as far as like physically, okay? And psychologically, mentally, once again, it can cause someone, like you said, fight or flight. Their response as far as mentally might be, in other words, like I said, to protect themselves, or feel like if someone is shouting at them, their response is just to shout back. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of hits this morning while I'm actually doing this recording, sorry. But once again, everyone's different. In other words, you can take two people that be in the same exact situation, but everybody's going to react differently, okay? Stress can be a good thing if it's short term. In other words, it can give you more energy, can actually motivate you. If it's short term. I'm trying to think of an example. If it causes you stress, in other words, and it causes you to motivate you, give you more energy in what you need to do. Okay, you might actually have a race or something coming up, and you actually haven't slept for weeks or even the day before because it starts stressing you out. Okay, but if it's short term, it can actually cause that person to have more energy or can motivate that person more. Okay, and that's the reason why they are stressing, because it's important to them. Okay, in regards to that race, stress can be a bad thing when it is regular and or long term. I definitely agree with that. In other words, if you have stress on a regular basis, that's something that definitely needs your immediate attention, or if it's long term. Okay, because then it can actually affect your health, your mental state of mind, and it actually can even cause suicide or death. Okay, stress is not anxiety. I know I definitely personally have had both and dealt with both, but she did, make it very, very, important that stress is not anxiety. They're two different things. Even though a person might feel that they're similar, or even their responses to stress, or if they're having anxiety, you might have similar, feelings, or your body might have similar reactions when it comes to stress or having anxiety. People adapt to stress. Many people live under chronic stress daily. There are some people that might have what you call a very, very stressful job. So in other words, they're living constantly on, chronic stress daily, meaning that's something they wake up and they go to every day, maybe because of their position or what job they're in. Okay, stress can lead to many psychological issues: depression, anger, irritability. Especially if it's, once again, if it's long term or if it's regular, it's going to cause psychological issues. Like you said, it can lead to depression, a person being angry or irritable all the time. Stress is linked to many physical health issues. Back pain. I never did. Hadn't even really crossed my mind. Not back pain. Digestive problems, high blood pressure, and tension headaches. Definitely, I would probably agree with as far as if you're stressed out, headaches. I think it's one of the symptoms I have as far as if I'm being stressed. Just actually last week, I noticed at work that I kept like stretching my back and felt like I had lower back pain and didn't even realize. Just like I said, taking the course and realizing that's what it was. It was stress related. So it is linked, like I said, to many physical health issues. So pay attention to your body and be aware of that as well. Stress can be managed through techniques, therapeutic interventions, and medicine. In other words, if it's a regular or a long-term or chronic, it can be managed through techniques, therapeutic interventions, and also if a doctor needs to prescribe medication. Chronic stress kills through suicide, violence, heart attack, stroke. People wear down to a fatal breakdown. And that's actually where we don't want any one of us to get. Okay, our loved ones or anyone. There's so much actually going on in the world, and a lot of times if a person even can actually find out what's going through a person's mind. The underlying issue definitely could have possibly been chronic stress, meaning long term. A person's been walking around feeling that way for a very, very long time, and then it kills through suicide. We hear a lot about suicide or violence. Definitely a lot going on. Heart attack, stroke. Okay, but like I said, once again, that's where people are they worn down to a final breakdown. It's like mentally, physically, their body just, and mental state of mind can't take anymore. So, like I said, I'll be going over it this week and probably the next several weeks. Like I said, it's a course that I'm actually taking, and I think it's several. Like I said, I think 31. I used to, I guess, podcasts or something that I'll actually be listening to. So, like I said, it's going to be over the next probably several weeks. I'll be actually going over them with you every day as I go along taking this course. It actually inspired me personally because, like I said, I've dealt with stress as well as anxiety, and I wanted to, as I'm going through this course, wanted to get on and share with you daily. Yes, I am doing my 30-day healthcare program, but I believe if we educate ourselves and educate each other, that we can be there for one another. Educating each other as far as in the awareness of stress and anxiety. So I actually look forward to, like I said, sharing as I learn, and to be able to take these next couple of days, the next couple of weeks to actually share with you, and hope I can bring some value to your life or to other individual loved ones that you know, to be able to help educate them in regards to stress and anxiety, and come together and learn how to manage it together. Okay. The next video, actually tomorrow, will be how does stress affect us. Is what we'll actually be talking about tomorrow. Okay. I hope everyone's having a blessed Monday thus far. Time to hit the ground running, so I actually need to go in here and as well. You all know what I'm actually getting ready to do. I'm going to grab my fist stick to start my day off and get me some energy as well. I will be probably as soon as not later this week, next week, be introducing you all to. I actually just ordered some different kind of flavors. Like I said, I love the citrus flavor, but I believe we actually have 2 other new flavors that I haven't had the opportunity to try, so I did order some of them, so I'll be sharing that with you all as well. I hope everyone's having a marvelous and blessed Monday thus far. I'll be talking to you all soon. Bye.